is not particularly unique to Puerto Rico. It's known throughout Latin America. It has been for decades the romantic dance of Latin America. In the old days, again in the 1950s, it was as close as a boy and a girl could get together without the chaperones jumping in. So the boleros were very popular. This is why you have such an extensive repertoire of boleros. All right, now, what's going on? I always maintain that where music is concerned, the borders throughout Latin America are very porous. And the music travels from one place to the next. It becomes accepted in the new place, and it becomes sort of part of the local repertoire. We are told here in San Antonio that Puerto Ricans are the second largest ethnic minority, but we know who the biggest one is. So we always try in our concerts to include a Mexican number as sort of an acknowledgement of the fact, okay? So for tonight, we picked it's a waltz tempo, but rather fast, that has been made popular by mariachis. It's called La Viquina, and it was written by Rubén Fuentes Gasson, who I gather is still probably alive. If you try to find out information about La Viquina, you will come up with all sorts of legends about, you know, a woman and a bandolero and whatever it is. But the truth is that Rubén Fuentes Gasson was on the beach with his son, and he remarked about all the girls wearing bikinis, and the son said, yeah, they should be called bikinas. And that's the true story of La Viquina, okay? So forget about the legends. All right, La Viquina. Un, dos, tres. Thank you. It may seem that we're mining Rafael Hernandez too much, but you can't help it. If you're talking about Puerto Rican music, Rafael Hernandez is the figure that comes up. The next one is a combination of rumba and guaracha. I'm sure you all will recognize it. It's called El Cumbanchero. Un, dos, tres, y... Thank you. Our percussionist, Felix Colon. All right, back to the porous borders. In Puerto Rico, Peruvian waltzes are very popular. And if you've never heard a Peruvian waltz, the moment you hear one or two, you'll start recognizing them because they, of course, have the three-quarter time, but they are syncopated. The melody doesn't go with the accompaniment, and that makes them unique. The one we're going to play for you was written by Felipe Coronel Rueda, and it's called Estrellita del Sur. Un, dos, tres, y... Thank you. Next, another danza, but this one is it's a very different danza. It started out as a danza in praise of the Puerto Rican woman. It's called La Borinqueña because the name of the Taíno Indians for the island was Borinquen. So Borinquen has become sort of a poetic name for Puerto Rico. And Borinqueña is a woman from Puerto Rico. Borinqueño or Boricua is a male. La Borinqueña gradually acquired verses or lyrics that were patriotic. And it has since become sort of the song for Puerto Rico. So much so that when the Puerto Rican government decided that the island needed a national hymn, they chose La Borinqueña. Unfortunately, they turned it into a march.